treasure, riches untold. International stacker, here to say, shiny vibes coming your way. Silver shines, gold's the glow. Stack it high, watch it grow. Giveaways for all, feel the thrill. International stacker chasing that mill. Coins and bars, rare to find. Treasure hunting, one of a kind. Join the crew, let's explore. Stack up wealth and so much more. Chasing that mill. Maps and clues, giveaways tonight. Silver dream shining bright. Roll the dice, take a chance. Treasure calls, we're in a dance. Silver shines, gold's the glow. Stack it high, watch it grow. Giveaways for all, feel the thrill. International stacking that mill. So hit that sub, join the quest. Riches await, you're the best international stacker. Stacking strong, silver, gold, where you belong.
Who's ready?
Chasing that mill.
Who is ready to party? I've got a shocking update for y'all.
Join the quest. Riches await. You're the best international stacker. Stacking
Stack. Strong.
silver, gold, where you belong.
Let's go!
Chasing that mill.
This song is on iTunes. It's on Apple Music. It's everywhere. Stream it anywhere.
Chasing that mill.
And so is this song.
Crabs are grooving side to side.
Let's go!
Ocean waves where dreams collide.
Who's ready? 2 minutes.
Chase, treasure gleaming, golden space. Get your claws up, don't delay.
Let's go!
Join the party night.
Who's ready? Get those claws up!
And silver is the key.
Key.
Nation, dance with me.
Let's go!
Gold and silver, who wants it all?
Who wants it all?
Are you ready for the mega gall?
Mega God.
Crew, the Shell Brigade. Treasures found, the music's played. Get your claws up, don't delay.
Let's go!
Party night and day. Gold and silver is the key. Crustacean nation, dance with me.
1 minute!
Tidal rhythms in the sand. Shiny spoils laid by hand. We're the crew, the Shell Brigade. Treasures found, the music.
Who's ready? Who's ready? 45 seconds.
Get your claws up.
It's time for a crab dance.
International stacker, he's our guide.
Let's go!
Gold and silver is the key. Crustacean nation, dance with me.
Let's go!
Dance with me. Dance with me. Dance with me. Dance with me. Stacker on a journey to find silver. International Stacker.
What is up, ladies and gentlemen? The name is International Stacker, coming to you live from Key West, Florida, and I am not sipping on Mrs. International Stacker coffee because it is nearly 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And why are we streaming tonight? That's because the market is about to open. But first off, I travel the world on gold and silver adventures, over 1,600 videos around the world with y'all. And tomorrow morning, I'm going to do a live stream on Market Open. And after that live stream, we're going to watch the COMEX Nuke Backfires, shorts trapped in $64 silver squeeze. This is all about the margin nuke. I break it all down in the morning, give you all the evidence, all the background, and what you can do to protect yourself. But I've got videos around the world. And guys, we are at 62,685 subscribers. Only 15 more subscribers, then we will do the live show here live. But I've got 7 minutes down to give you an emergency alert. Here's what's going on. So we all know on Friday, this SmackDown here by Mr. Slammy McSlammerson. Okay, a few things, what I told you on the live stream, and now I've got all the data in, and ladies and gentlemen, we were right. So the first thing that happened is Thursday, late Thursday, the COMEX put out something called a margin increase. Remember, what sets the gold and silver spot price is predominantly the gold and silver futures market, and that's run through exchanges like the COMEX, that's out of New York, like the LBMA, that's out of London, and like the Shanghai Gold Exchange and Futures Exchange, that is out of Shanghai, China. Okay, so that's what basically sets it, and everyone who trades on the futures market is leveraged. I break it more down in the video tomorrow, but they're leveraged. So they're all betting on margin. So what happened late Thursday said, okay, come Friday, we're increasing our margin rates, the amount of skin you have to have in the game, by 10%. So theoretically, if an entity had $10 million in the silver markets, they were going to have one day to come up with an extra $1 million cash to put in to keep their position. If they couldn't keep their position, the COMEX force sold it. And that's what we see happened here. And here is the data to back it up. This is the silver futures volume and open interest. This is from the COMEX themselves. And it shows that on Friday, they traded 205,314 contracts. Remember, each contract is 5,000 paper ounces of silver that's supposed to be there in a vault. But we know it's not, and that's why they're literally flying our silver here, there, and everywhere to try to stay ahead of the game and not get smashed down. And again, I give you way more details and the receipts in the video tomorrow, so you're going to want to watch that. But nevertheless, this 205,000 contracts is over 1 billion paper ounces they traded on just Friday to crash this. So to crash it like this, it took 10% margin increase, or they were going to force sell and liquidate people, which they did, and it took over 1 billion paper ounces. In 1980, this worked. It took silver into a crash and a bear market for years. For 2011, this worked. It did the same thing. But ladies and gentlemen, they tried it here, and at first we went down about $3. But the big story is at the end of the day, we gained over $1 back. I think that's probably $1.10 or 11 cents. We gained that back. That is bullish. That is momentum, and here's why. 1980, silver surplus production-wise globally. 2011, same thing. Now, we've been in a silver deficit for the last 5+ years. It's only getting worse. And the market is still controlled by paper. Don't get it twisted. Don't get it wrong. But it's getting harder for them to control it because of physical, the demand of physical, and the silver short squeeze that's going on. Now, here's the emergency alert. Things could be explosive right now when we open up, and here's why. First off, make sure you follow me on X, previously known as Twitter, at INTLStacker. Check me out there. I put out all kinds of things, and a shout out to Shotgun Susie, who's in the chat, and also Caesar, who tweeted at me earlier. But here's the breaking news. PM Bug posted, the Shanghai Futures Exchange follows the COMEX in hiking margins for silver futures contracts. It's not totally unexpected, and it is likely to pressure the Shanghai Futures Exchange price for the next day or few days or so. And then here's Buy X, he said, break. After the close on trading on the 12th, Shanghai Futures Exchange, remember, they're trading above $65 an ounce, urgently raised the margin of the main silver future contract, adjusting the general position to 17% and the general position of the futures company selling to 26%. So we now have a situation where the COMEX and the Shanghai Gold Exchange and even the LBMA are colluding on a level that we've never really seen before. Now, didn't the COMEX do this in 1980 and 2011? Yes, but the global silver market, the interconnectedness of everything, the way it wasn't on the level it is now. And we're going to see the market here open in 2 minutes. So put up if you think the market's going to go up when we open, put down if you think it's going to go down. Here's what I'll tell you, even if it goes down, this is not 1980. This is not 2011. Again, not a financial advisor, just some guy on the internet, but I'm not worried. But there might be literal fireworks here in about 2 minutes. And I want to shout out Jeff Tiger Thomas, who just gifted an International Stacker membership. And that went to Damos. Let me see. Damon Statheitos. Damon Statheitos got it. So make sure, Damon, you say thank you to Jeff Tiger Thomas. That is amazing. That is mega. Guys, anytime you become a member, you gift memberships, you super chat to the channel, it helps the channel immensely, helps me do what I do, travel around the world, giving gold and silver back to y'all. I've given away over 100 ounces of silver back to you guys this year and a bunch of gold. But you can support my channel without spending money. You can simply like a video, share a stream, retweet a tweet, do whatever you want to do, as we're just a minute and 15 seconds away from this opening. Remember, the COMEX and the gold and silver futures and all the spot market trades the whole week. It's pretty much 24 hours a day, except each day, Eastern Standard Time, from 5 to 6, they take a 1 hour break from 5 to 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Then it goes in the after hours, it goes overseas, it goes to the Asian markets, it goes to LBMA, and then it comes back to the United States. So it's always trading. The trading closes for the weekend Friday at 5 p.m., which was right here. Right here, Friday at 5 p.m. is when we literally closed. And we were seeing it make this gain back. Again, about $1.10. If this was 1980 or 2011, this would have kept going down. But we're in a completely different situation right now. And again, tomorrow I'll be live streaming it live. And we'll be premiering this video afterwards where I tell you about their nuke, their margin nuke, and how it backfired, and how this is different. Here we go, 15 seconds. Let me know in chat, are we going up or are we going down? I think we might initially go down, but I'm feeling a hopeful here. Let's see what happens. Here we go. I'm going to count it down from 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and here we go. We should start to see this move here. Let's make sure I'm on the right exchange. Am I on the right exchange? Am I on the right exchange? It's not going to be moving there. It's not going to be. I don't see it moving yet. 4X should be working, but I don't see it moving at all. 4X usually works after hours like this. Okay, here we go. Here we go. Wow, a gap down. We got a gap down here. All gaps must be filled. Remember that in trading. Again, not a financial advisor. But if you guys see this gap that was just created here, a major gap down, all gaps must be filled. All gaps. All gaps must be filled. And we are trading. Let's see what happens here. I'm not sure why 4X wasn't working. 4X usually would be working in a situation like this. But look at that gap. And then we're going to put in a base here. We're going to put in a baseline here at 60. We're going to make that the basement. As we see what happens here. And then we're going to mark our next whole dollar up, which is going to be, we're like right at 62 here. So I'll mark 63. And let's see what we can do here, guys. We started on a green candle and a massive gap down. All gaps must be filled. So let's see what happens here. I'm going to go to chat. If you got a question for me, put it in chat. I'll try to answer it the best I can. Thank you everybody for joining. Please subscribe, smash that like button. We're at 190 likes, but 800 people watching. Hitting that like helps the channel immensely. Not only does it help me grow, but it helps get the word out and helps more people wake up to gold and silver, helps more people prepare, wake up to the games that the bankers are playing. And ladies and gentlemen, I am now at 42,696 subscribers. Only 4 more subscribers and we will see the big show. Get ready for an explosive trading session, and we're only just getting started. And Matthew Watson saying, is it a good time to buy silver or wait for potential correction? Matthew, the problem with waiting for a correction is that correction might come and it might be 70 to 65 at that point, right? You can never time it. And again, not a financial advisor, just some guy on the internet. But the best way to do it, I believe, is what's called dollar cost averaging. Have a set budget you spend every week or every month or every 2 weeks, however you want to do it. Obviously, if there's a dip, I would buy more aggressively into the dip, but dollar cost averaging wins the day. Medic 1541 saying, what is a margin increase? Is that for paper silver? Yes. So remember, guys, the way the spot price is set is by the paper market. That's what we're watching here right now. Banksters and other institutions that are trading on here, the COMEX, okay? Trading on the COMEX. And remember, for silver futures, every contract is 5,000 troy ounces, so one contract represents that, but they don't have to pay for all 5,000. It's extremely leveraged. So what I mean by leverage is say they pay like 10% of what the entire 5,000 ounces would be worth, okay? So let's say somebody has $10 million invested in silver futures contracts. And then all of a sudden they raise the margin by 10%. That means they're requiring that trader to put more skin in the game, more money into it to keep their current position. So if they've got 10 million invested, that's another million they got to come up with immediately. If it's a million, that's another 100,000 they got to come up with immediately and fund their account. The dirty thing is a lot of times they know these traders can't do that. Maybe they can, but not quick enough. So then what happens is the COMEX or whatever exchange they're on will force sell their position at the current going market rate. So when silver's raging, making all-time highs, we were literally just making an all-time here before it got attacked. Remember, 2 things happened. Over 1 billion fake paper ounces of silver traded on that day on Friday to help cause that. And look at this. That is so much higher than this whole trend. But also, too, they increased the margin by 10%. And we are on a massive green candle here. We started out with a pretty big gap down. But ladies and gentlemen, we are on a mega green candle. And it looks like we're picking back up momentum. Let me go ahead and see if we can continue this trend. As we're on a new candle, the first candle is big green. And the big green did fill that gap. Remember, in trading, when there's a gap, all gaps must be filled. And the real Geared Up Survival saying, International Stacker, we will love you. Thank you so much. I love y'all, guys. I love hanging out with you. We've got about over 1,820 people on, only 261 likes. Let's pump that up, guys. 40 more likes, and that gets us to 300. And again, that helps get the word out to more people. You're literally like a digital gold and silver Paul Revere right in the streets of the internet, helping to get the word out and wake up more people so they can prepare. As Jeff Tiger Thomas, and a big shout out to Jeff Tiger Thomas. Not only is he a member, a hardcore subscriber, he is a moderator, as you see there, and he just donated that free membership. Thank you so much for doing that. He's saying, International Stacker, do you think silver could double from its current price in 2026? I mean, anything's possible. Yeah. Remember the beginning of the year, my target I was looking for was $50 silver and 4,000 gold, and people said I was crazy. They ridiculed me. They're like, that's extremely bullish. That's never gonna happen. And I wasn't bullish enough. So my new targets for 2025 is $75 silver by the end of the year. And they're pulling out all these tricks to try to stop it. And $5,000 gold by the end of the year. Again, not a financial advisor. All your decisions are yours and yours alone. But if we make that or get close to that, I believe in the first quarter of 2026, we will see an all-new nominal high of $100 a troy ounce for silver. So breaking into that triple digits. Now, why am I saying all-new nominal high? That's because if you correct for inflation of the all-time high in 1980 of $50 to now, it's about 208 of today's dollars. The same thing for 2011, it's about 72 of today's dollars. So although nominally, you know, we made this all-time high right here, and I'll go ahead and mark that in case we get close to it. Although we made that nominal all-time high of 64.65, we're still nowhere close to the inflation adjusted all-time high. And ladies and gentlemen, we're off to a strong start here. It's going to be very interesting to see what happens when the Asian market opens, which is, I believe, 8:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So that's a little over 2 hours from now. So we'll see what happens there. And ladies and gentlemen, we did it. We broke 42,700 subscribers. Channel members, get ready. It is time for the big show. We're going to update this and watch it update together. Here we go. And it's time for the big show.
National Aerobic Champions featuring regional finalists from all across the United States competing for the title of America's Best Aerobic Athlete. Presenting the reigning 1987 Crystal
Four-time
National Aerobic Champions.
Introducing the four-time Crystal Light Champion, International Stacker. Thank you so much, ladies and gentlemen, and we're at 42,714 subscribers. And remember, one of the channel members, Crispy Bacon Jr., no cheeseburger, but just Crispy Bacon Jr., said if we break 50,000 subscribers by January 1st this year, 2026, he's going to donate 5 troy ounces of silver to give away to you all. And who knows how much that's going to be worth at that point. I'm going to match him with another 5. So if we hit 50,000 subscribers by January 1st, that's at least 10 ounces coming back to y'all. And it might even get more mega. You never know. Mega? I don't know. It could get crazy. So we're going to see what happens there. But thank you so much for subscribing. 800 people on, 324 likes. Smash that like button as we're going to keep watching here. And the gold to silver ratio is dipping back down into 69. And gold is up as well. Look at this. Look at these green. This green upward momentum here. That is looking great as well. And a big thank you for the subscribers. Everyone subscribing, Noah and Dom, thank you for subscribing. Going down here on my X, Eric Young is saying, there are no lineups to leverage paper long silver futures at the COMEX. COMEX silver futures open interest is not super high right now. There are lineups for physical silver because of inelastic global physical silver demand. Thanks, Gold Charts. I put this out earlier, just finished this video, which will premiere tomorrow. The bank's plan failed. COMEX rules changed overnight. Silver rally unstoppable. That's my setup there. Make sure you guys are following me on X, previously known as Twitter, to stay up to date in real live time. As David Morgan saying, be advised, the silver market is still primarily a derivatives market. Yes, physical is definitely taking more and more control. However, until physical is dominant factor, increasing margin requirements will affect the price setting mechanism. And that's what we're talking about right here with the Shanghai Gold Exchange, increasing margins for futures trading just like the COMEX did. And that is colloquially, or a slang, is known as a margin nuke. A literal margin nuke they tried to drop on us. As Silver Egg King is saying, he's ready, just sitting here and waiting for $100 silver. Ladies and gentlemen, we are off to an interesting start to this trading session. And again, this trading session is going to be open all week long, every day from 5 to 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. There's going to be a 1 hour break from the American COMEX over to the after hours market when that starts to take over. Then comes in the Asian market and also the LBMA. And I want to shout out Jeff Tiger Thomas again. Thank you for giving out that membership. If you're a member, check out the emojis, the emotes. I updated a lot of them. You guys were asking for it, so we got a lot of new emojis for you guys. And for all channel members, all channel members get to go to the war rooms. I do these at random times after streams, and what happens in the war room stays in the war room. As ladies and gentlemen, we're on the third 5-minute candle here, so we're coming up to 15 minutes in. The first two are green. The third is red for silver. The third is red for gold. Bankers are getting nervous. Let's see what happens as silver futures is running at $61.85. Uh-oh. Ladies and gentlemen, we are in backwardation. This is not a drill. 61.85. We are in backwardation. We'll see if it stays in backwardation or not. I'm gonna make the futures yellow. We're gonna keep tracking that, but we are in backwardation. Okay, 61.91. Yeah, we're still in backwardation. Oh, we're a couple cents above now. So we're gonna go back and forth between backwardation and not. And remember, backwardation is when the silver futures price is cheaper than the current spot price. So when the silver futures price, which is this, is cheaper than the current spot price, that's called backwardation. And that's a signal for tightness in the system, shortages of physical silver supply. And I'm not talking about at your local coin shop, otherwise known as LCS, or online bullion dealers. I'm talking about the bolts of the big banks. There's a lot you got to learn with that. If you learn about it, it will make you better with gold and silver. Go to my channel, click videos, click latest. Go here to the second row down, silver shortage 2025. Physical gone forever, premiums to explode. The thumbnail says emergency silver transfer. Watch this video through at your leisure. It's going to answer a lot of the question about the bolts and let you know what's going on and make some sense of this madness. And again, tomorrow, this will be premiering. COMEX Nuke Backfires, shorts tracked in a $64 short squeeze. And that's all about margin nukes, what they are. It goes into way more detail than I did here live. So that's going to be coming tomorrow, and I will be live streaming in the morning. U.S. market open. I'll be on about 7:45 or 8 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. We'll catch the market open. We'll hang out for a bit, see how things are looking. We'll see the COMEX is trying to smash us down, playing the most expensive game of whack-a-mole in history. And then we'll be going to that video premiere, hanging out, partying together, just like we are this evening. Who's excited? Over 750 people on, 359 likes. That means 41 more likes until 400. I think we can do it. And guys, we are at 42,724 subscribers. Thank you so much. That means only 76 more subscribers and we will do another big show. As looking at chat, our friend, our partner, one of our colleagues from the Crustacean Nation over the seas from across the pond, Northampton West, is saying just bought another 15 ounces of constitutional silver. Love it now. That is amazing, brother. Glad you did that. Awesome. As Flip Watson saying, thank you for the gold back, brother. Oh, you got it. Watson, did you get Watson, you got the 1/2 gold back for the Mega Got? Came to you from Goldbacks, correct? Let me know if that's the one you're talking about, and if so, what state was it? I think people should start to get those 1/2 gold backs that were given away in the Mega Ga. And remember, the Mega Ga, I gave away over 70 ounces of silver to y'all, and the first 1,000 people to register and claim it got a free 1/2 gold back. If that's not Mega, I don't know what is. We do crazy giveaways in the Crustacean Nation, but I think it's only right. I enjoy it, and I enjoy giving back to you. Yeah, goldbacks and email have come in with tracking. Okay, great, Northampton. Awesome. Got the email, just waiting for the postman. Awesome. That's awesome. Okay, they're coming out now. Cool, 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 cool. Glad to see that. As silver's futures is 62.17, we are out of backwardation and it's climbing again. 62.17. Ladies and gentlemen, are we going to break 63? What do you guys think? Are we going to get some upward momentum here and go for 63? Is it possible? What do you guys think? Put 63 in chat if you think it is. Gold is building a nice little launch pad here. We'll see what happens there. Gold to silver ratio is just bouncing around inside there. As Gold to Silver HQ is saying, Houston, we have a breakout. $5,000 gold coming. And Silver Trade is saying, legend David Bateman says he bought 350,000 ounces of physical silver during last week's dip, bringing his physical silver stack to 12,970,000 ounces of silver. Diamond hands. Bateman says he would be willing to part with a little at 4 figures during a short squeeze. This isn't 2011 anymore or 1980. Smart money can see the end of the fiat system and simply want to protect themselves. And here's that billionaire's tweet. He just bought 350,000 more ounces of silver. I'm going to go ahead and retweet that. And make sure you follow me on X, otherwise known as Twitter, if you want to read more about this stuff. Okay, David Bateman. Ooh, another tweet by David Bateman. I'm going to go ahead and follow him now that he's like a major silver bull. Okay, here's what he says. If these margin hikes don't meaningfully suppress silver price, we know the paper market is on its death throes. And I agree with you totally on that, David. You guys, the fact that Friday, after over 1 billion paper ounces and a 10% margin increase, meaning people that were trading on margin had to put in 10% more money, they only crashed us down there. We came back over $1, and then we gapped down, then back up this morning. They're in trouble because their same old games aren't working anymore. What's called a margin nuke. Their plan is explode, and tomorrow I'm going to be premiering the COMEX Nuke Backfires. Shorts trapped in a $64 short squeeze. And as a matter of fact, I'm going to copy that link now. I'm going to drop it in chat. And when I drop it in chat, make sure you just click. It'll open in another window. Click like and notify me because you're not going to want to miss that tomorrow. So I'm dropping that link right now in chat. Make sure you do that. Ooh, and I have one more announcement for you guys. A lot of people like the songs, the International Stacker songs. I worked with a music company and got artist distribution for my specific International Stacker songs. So you could listen to them now on You could listen to them now on Apple Music. Sorry, I'm typing at the same time. Music. On Apple Music, you could listen to it now on, there we go. iTunes, Apple Music, everywhere. It's everywhere. And I'm going to give you guys a link right now that you're going to want to subscribe to because there's a song coming out that you're going to want to hear. So check that link out. Make sure you subscribe to that. That YouTube's not controlled by me. It's controlled by the distribution company for the music. And anytime I put out a new silver or gold track, it's going to be on there and you'll be alerted. As we have been open for 19 minutes and boy, oh boy, has it been an explosive one. I was wrong. I said we were initially going to start down then come up. I mean, was I kind of right? Because we initially gapped down? Like we were never red, but we gapped down first? I don't know. Is that a partial win? It could be. I'll let you guys decide. Was it a partial win or a complete fill? Let me know. Put win or fill in chat. As we are about to close out this next green candle here in about 20 seconds, and gold is on a green candle too, and futures is continuing to go up. 62.22. We'll go ahead and move up that little yellow futures. That's the current price of futures where we're at. Ladies and gentlemen, what a wild time to be alive, and we're at 42,729 subscribers. That means only 71 more subscribers to the next big show, and we just broke 400 likes. Thank you so much. 800 people watching. I think we could get another 46 likes, get to 450. I appreciate it so much. Helps the channel get out, but most importantly, it helps wake up more people. More people. More people. And guys, I've got a million videos today about the Samsung batteries. That's old news that's being hyped up by an AI channel. There's an AI channel with a gentleman on it that is AI generated. He's got 4 or 5 different YouTubes now, all with him on it. And there's one video going viral about Samsung batteries, old news, and some of it's like, some of the stuff he puts out is legit. Some of it's like legit and old, and some of it's just straight up like sensationalism to get views, right? Whatever YouTuber wants is views, but me and other creators like Salivate, Metal, and Yankee and all, we refuse to clickbait you and sensationalize and make wild claims. We at least like to do research and back them, right? So like everyone can make informed decisions, although we're not financial advisors, right? But that's what we do. So there's a lot of AI stuff going on. That same guy's got a video about a bill that came out, and on page 1000, they're going to confiscate silver from us. The same guy's got a video about like the margin increases. Like, so he's going viral right now. His videos are going everywhere. And again, he's got multiple YouTubes. But beware of these new pop-up videos channels. A lot of them are AI. They're just going for views. Thank you so much, John Jacob saying smash the likes. Really appreciate it. Silver Bug in the house. Pug, not Bug. Pug in the house. Dropping Diamond Claws. If you got Diamond Hands or Diamond Claws, let us know. And the Real Geared Up Survival has put out a couple shorts lately. You got to go check him out. The only promise that IS makes is that the national debt. He's always right about that. Yeah, the one thing that always moves up, never stops, is the national debt. And we got Joel Z in the house dropping the $1.99 super chat. Thank you so much. And also a channel member. Appreciate the support. What is a gap down and what causes one? So I can't, here, I can show you over back here. When was that gap? That was on the 10th. Wait, November. You guys, when did the COMEX break it down, supposedly? When was that? That was the... It was the end of... Okay, hold up. I'm trying to show you, because that gap just got filled, so you can't see it. It was the night of the COMEX shut down. I'm trying to find this for you. What night was that? Thanksgiving? So 20... Yeah, it was like Thursday, Wednesday. It was Thursday. It was here. Okay. Here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna go here to my normal one during the day because I marked it. Let's see here. Give me 1 second here. I'll answer that question. Thank you so much for that super chat. Here it is. Here it is. I said, look at that gap. Now, there used to be a gap here. Oh, there is a gap here. Okay, good. Now, do you see how these charts go? These bar charts, there's red, green, red, green. It's all connected. There's bars. But what happened here is the next bar is way up here. You see this blank space? All the bars should be connected. So when something gaps up or gaps down, that shows that there is something going on in the system, volatility in trading, and just keeping it basic. When something gaps up or gaps down, that gap always has to be filled. And usually it's going to put some sort of pressure on the way it's going. So this was upward momentum. We moved up. So gaps always get filled, and usually to the direction that the momentum was going. So I hope that answers that. So gap ups can be very, very bullish, whereas gap down, where was I? I was over here. I saw this gap down when we were first starting. I was like, ooh, maybe it is going to go down a little bit more, but no. There was selling pressure when we closed. We gapped down to about here, and that gap got filled upwards with selling pressure or buying pressure. So very bullish thing what's going on now. The fact that we didn't see silver crash immediately is huge. And again, it's just another example of how the COMEX has lost complete control, because this trick that they tried in 1980 and 2011 worked. But guess what? They did margin increases 2 times in October when we were breaking $50 an ounce, and they didn't work there either. We just kept going higher. Let's go. I want to know how long you guys have been stacking for. Let me know in chat. Just simple like digit and like a description. So 1 month, 1 year, 1 week, 1 day, 1 hour. If you're brand new to silver stacking, put new in chat. Let's see how many new folks we got in here. If you're brand new, go to my channel, click playlists, and then go down here to Are You New to Silver and Gold Stacking? 238 videos that are going to help you learn, see what's going on, and not make the same mistakes many of us have made. We've got people in here for 13 years, 12 years, stacking since $10. Awesome. Amram1, good job. 24 months, 9 months, 22 years. That's mega poker John. Good job. 3 years, just scrolled on me. 1.5 years, 1 year, 16 years, 6 months, 3 minutes. Barcoded droid says 3 months. 3 months. I thought he was putting M for minutes. 3 months. That's awesome. I thought you were trolling me. 11 years, 2 months. I started at 43. Awesome. You're already up. You guys remember too, new to your channel, been stacking for a minute. Awesome. Well, thank you for coming over, Scozer. You guys remember when we're talking about gold and silver stacking? Again, I'm not a financial advisor, just sharing my adventure and opinion with y'all. It's about the long term. Normally, if you're trying to get in gold and silver like quick and get out like a crypto, it's usually disastrous. You usually want to be able to hold physical gold and silver for at least a couple years. Sometimes you could do a year and be okay, but at least a couple years. We're in a current time and age, though, where people can flip it immediately, and they're making good money on that, or good equity, I should say, because actual money is this stuff right here. Physical gold, physical silver. And why do we stack physical silver and physical gold? Because all through history, this stuff you see right here, paper currency, all around the world, has literally gone to zero. And as I whip out my Vietnam dong, this all used to be someone's retirement sitting in a bank account somewhere. The government told them not to worry, don't prepare, you don't need gold and silver, just put this in your bank account, you'll be fine, until they were inflated away. And it got so bad in Zimbabwe that they went from $1 million notes to literal $1 billion notes to literal $1 trillion notes. And that's why we stack physical gold and silver, because all throughout history, every paper currency ever has failed that was not tied to physical gold and physical silver. And I just got off on that tangent. I forget what I was saying before that. But ladies and gentlemen, that is why we stack. Oh yeah. So it's meant to be a longer term hold, preservation of wealth. And usually we say preservation of wealth, hedge against inflation. We don't really say like investment per se with gold and silver normally. But I've been saying for a couple of years that I felt we were entering a time, a once in a generation time, where physical gold and silver could actually become a type of investment and have explosive returns. Thousands of hours of me saying that. And ladies and gentlemen, silver is up over 110% this year so far. Bitcoin's not up that much. Gold's not even up that much. S&P's not up that much. So I'm pretty happy. What a wild time to be alive. Thank you all for joining me. Over 770 people, 463 likes. Thank you so much. That's only 37 more likes to 500. I think we can hit it. I think we can hit 500. And ladies and gentlemen, thank you for subscribing. I'm at 42,741 subscribers. That means only 59 more subscribers to the next big show, and we'll do that live. Wow. As Richard Roche is saying, the Roman Empire failed after they removed the last silver from their money. That's totally true. The Roman Empire debased their currency, and I happen to have a Roman coin right here. Let me put it in my hand more. Hold up. That is a silver denarius, and you used to get paid this, an actual real silver for working. And what happened is they're spending so much money on works, on foreign wars, other entanglements, here's another one, that eventually they started slowly taking out the silver and replacing it with bronze and copper and other metals. So it was like, you know, 90% silver, then like 80, then like 50, then like 40, and eventually it was all just taken out and their currency was totally debased. And many scholars and many people think that is what was a big factor in the fall. So silver and gold were responsible for the rise of the Roman Empire, and many people saw that as the fall, partially responsible for the fall of the Roman Empire, debasing their currency to the levels they did. Totally disgusting. And do yourself a favor, if you've not watched Mike Maloney's Hidden Secrets of Money, you need to. He's got a playlist on YouTube. It's got 7 or 8 episodes. It will change your perspective on silver and gold stacking. If you've been doing it a while, it will give you information and just be like, oh, that makes sense. That's why that works. I totally agree. He'd put a lot of work into that. Still relevant today. His first episode is like 2014 or something. But that is a great way to get people you like to start stacking. So if you have kids or spouses or whatever, that's a good way. I did it with my family, and I was like, after each episode, I'm going to give you guys I'm going to raffle off a coin for one of you. I did that for all 7 episodes, and now my entire close family are stackers. So it worked. So go watch Mike Maloney's Hidden Secrets of Money and share it with friends or whoever. family that you might want to start stacking, because you cannot watch that with an objective mind and be like, yeah, I should not have gold and silver. But he talks a lot about the Roman Empire and the Greeks and where coinage came from. So it's a great series, as futures is at 62.22 still. And we're moving a little sideways here, but still a strong setup. But look at this selling. Look down here at the volume. Interesting. I'm also on a jacked exchange. I was trying to get on my normal exchange and it wasn't updating. Okay. Let's see what folks are saying on X. Let's refresh this. John Jacobs saying, that's right, Romans couldn't keep it in their pants. That's funny. Silver trading resumed, says Just Dario. Fights on. Love it. And look what we're talking about. According to CME, which is COMEX preliminary data, last Friday, 204,000 ounces of silver traded, roughly the total physical produced in a year. Right here. This big one right here. 205,000 contracts. That's 1 billion, 23 million physical ounces of silver that represents. Remember, we produce about 835 million ounces of silver annually around the globe. We consume about 1.2 billion, so nearly an entire year's worth, and a 10% margin. And they still couldn't keep silver down. Waiting to check the silver price. That's funny. I like that. Wall Street Gold. Silver futures just opened and immediately surged to 62.30. Asia wasting no time. Beat the market. Shanghai Gold Exchange is open in 2 hours. Silver Ape King. Silver has been central to human civilization for over 5,000 years. You guys, I heard 2 points the other day. I heard that in like 40 or 50 languages, the word for silver is actually money. And then also too, there's many of countries that silver's in their name, like Argentina. One of the world's first currencies, a symbol of divine status, a natural antibacterial. So true. You guys, silver has over 5,000 uses. It's the best conductor of electricity, the most reflective metal. It's antibacterial. It's used in water purification in the medical industry. It's even in Mrs. International Stacker's yoga pants. And it's now the cornerstone of modern technology. And such a fascinating metal. Such a fascinating one. Love it. Gonna tweet that. Silver Trade saying COMEX open interest in silver was higher in October than it is today at 1665. Tweet that. Nostra House of Gold is saying something the vast majority of people don't know is that Bear Stearns collapsed because of their silver short position in 2007. This was 6 months before Lehman fell. Bank of American City shorted silver in the low 20s. History doesn't repeat, but it rhymes. Galaxy Doc is saying 68th and 82 this week. 117 by January 16th. Wow. Whoa, look at this, guys. When capital gets serious, it buys weight. 1 kilogram gold bar stacked is what conviction looks like in a secular revolution phase. Wow. Or revaluation phase. Sorry, not revolution. Revaluation. Look at those. Todd Alexander, would you miss? A whole lot of things. We've done one big show so far. Silver's pushing higher. Gold's pushing higher. We were in backwardation for a split second. It's going to be a wild ride. And I'll be streaming in the morning. James Henry Anderson is saying, enjoying your silver Sunday off? Michael Oliver, historic breakouts will now send gold and silver prices to levels that will shock the world. The Old Pretender saying, brilliant video explaining why silver margin hike was a desperate last. This is one of the AI channels. I'm just going to click this to show you. This guy...
They waited until you were asleep.
If you see this guy on YouTube, he is AI generated. He's got, last count, 3 different YouTube channels that have all just started up. It's running this video. It's running one on Samsung batteries, which is not, it's not new information. That's been out for a while, so he's reviving it as new information. He also has a video saying that silver confiscation was in one of the bills. So it's a bunch of salacious like high fear content that's getting him tons of views and the videos are going viral. Now, some of the stuff that this AI guy says is true. Some's not, some is salacious. Just so know when you see the video with this gentleman in it, it's from one of 3 or 4 different YouTubes that are all AI generated. Just know that. And again, it doesn't mean it's not all going to be real, but remember, the goal of those channels is max engagement and clicks. The Grandmaster of Stocks says the margin for buying silver futures has increased significantly in Shanghai. And guys, remember that. That's what we talked about here at the very beginning of the stream. We'll give you a 30-second recap. We were just at an all-time high, 64.65 on Friday. They played a dirty game, and the COMEX did 2 things. One, they increased the margin for traders by 10%, meaning anyone who had a $1,000 in had to put in an extra $100 to keep their position, or they would be liquidated. $1 million, that's $100,000. 10 million, that's $1 million extra dollars. And the people that are trading in these markets are trading in the millions, okay? So all of a sudden they're like, all right, you have the day. You got to put in 10% more of your stake, or we're going to force sell your position at the current market rate. And then they traded over 1 billion paper ounces of silver. So dirty games. We started on a gap down, but that gap got filled, and now we're pushing higher. Let's see what we can do here in the next little bit. I will be live streaming tomorrow, 7:45, maybe 8 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, somewhere around there. Seeing what the COMEX is doing, and if they're going to be able to beat it back down. We might have an explosive night here in the Asian markets. I wasn't quite sure what we were going to see because what this says in Chinese, and I don't read Chinese, but I know people who translated it, is basically they did the same thing the COMEX did. They did they increased their general position to 17% and 26%. So that has the same cooling effect that the COMEX did. So they're kind of in collusion there, which hence the title of this video and the thumbnail. So we'll see what happens at 8:30, but so far so good. We'll see what we can keep doing here, and if we can keep up these trends with silver and gold, continue to move up. And the gold to silver ratio is it's around 69.3, so we could break down on that a little bit, which is good. For silver stackers, we want to see the gold to silver ratio break down a little bit. Why? Because that means either gold is getting a little bit cheaper, which hasn't been happening, or it means silver is gobbling up more value, which has been happening. And I'm trying desperately to get this on 28. There we go. Welcome everyone to the stream. My name is International Stacker. I travel the world on gold and silver adventures with y'all by my side. Live stream everywhere. I was live streaming from Cairo, the Great Pyramids of Giza, when we met one of the matriarchs of the channel.
Take the camel, guys. Camel cam, guys. That's just some here. Things the camel, guys. Oh, look at the free pyramid, guys.
I was on the Nile River live streaming when I was attacked by pirates.
Okay, this boat is coming like really close to us. Guys, oh, this is not good. Guys, this is freaking pirate. Oh my god, what's happening? Alright guys, look for art. Does anyone see an RPG in there? Oh, he's selling things!
Ladies and gentlemen, we've been all around the world. Thank you for subscribing. Thank you for smashing that like button. Over 800 people on the stream. As we've been open here for about 40 minutes, what a wild, explosive night. And I did a lot of optimizing over the weekend for my streaming. So I was messing with a bunch of settings. So I want to do a quick check. Is the audio good on my mic? Is the audio good on the music? Is the audio good on those videos I'm playing? Like on this, can you hear the music? Like, is the audio good? Just put good in chat if all the audio is good. You could have paid me $1 million to go on a cruise ship. Says Stacks Rap. It was good. Okay, 5x5. We're good. Okay, cool. I just want to make sure. Guys, I'm continually trying to better the channel and update things and upgrade things to make it a better experience for y'all. So if something's ever not sounding right, please let me know. And now it's time to do something very special. Real Geared Up Survival. Are you around still? Real Geared Up Survival. Are you around still? Let's see if he's around. He was here earlier. Oh, the videos are echoing. Music down a little bit and the... Okay, let me fix that. So you said the videos were editing. I think I can fix that. Okay, so hold up 1 second. Stream music. Okay, just turn the stream music down a little bit. Okay, tell me if the video still echoes. Tell me if the video still echoes.
Take the camel, guys. Camel cam, guys. That's just some here.
Is that better? Did I fix it? Is that better or is it worse? Could you not hear it now? Let's see. Still echoes. All right, no worries. I'll watch this live stream back and figure out what that echo is.
Take the camel, guys.
Yeah, I'll figure it out. I'll watch back the stream and figure it out. But thank you for bringing that to my attention. I will fix that. Like, is it a horrible echo or like a little echo? And Real Geared Up Survival, sir, I'm going to need you to kneel. Real Geared Up Survival, I need you to kneel. And I need you to rise a knight. One of the commanders of the Crustacean Nation. Congratulations, Real Geared Up Survivor. You have been promoted. Not bad, just noticeable. Okay, thank you. I will fix that. I will fix that. Woo! And a big thank you to all the donations. A big shout out to all the channel members. Channel members get a lot of cool things. They get all access to the war room when I launch it. And what happens in the war room stays in the war room. They get cool emojis. They get direct access for questions or anything they might need. And we just have a fun time. You get pretty cool emojis. And guys, we are going to be able to get, we need 8 more members, then we unlock another channel emoji. So all my channel members, check out the emojis right now. I added some of the ones you asked for. And once we get to the next level, start thinking of what you want to see next for the custom channel emojis. It's like every so often they'll unlock one the more members you get. So we're getting close to the next one. And we're at 42,756 subscribers, so only 44 more subscribers to the big show. We'll see if we can get there. Tomorrow morning, I will be live streaming at probably 7:45 or 8 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. After that video, we're going to watch the COMEX Open and cover it. I'm going to be premiering this. COMEX Nuke Backfires. Shorts trapped in silver squeeze. This is about what's called a margin nuke. I kind of spoke around that a little bit on the stream. But I cover it in depth and give you guys all the receipts in that video, so you're going to want to watch that. I want to see an overheated COMEX fan. Ghost, that is a good one. There's a really funny thing I saw. Hold up. Fan with silver coins. And I saw something really funny on X. I want to see if I could find the image. I can't. Someone had a fan and they put like silver eagles in between the bars and they're like, send this to the COMEX quick. That's funny. Overheated fan. Thank you so much, BJ, for subscribing. You are mega. Alan, no, like we're hodlers. We're holding on for dear life over here. All the silver and gold stackers, hoarders, and numismatists alongside our brethren and sisters at Wall Street Bet Silver, Wall Street Bets, literally holding the line, fighting against the big bankers, figuratively storming the beaches of JP Morgan Chase. Although who has heard that they sold over 200 million ounces of their short position and went 750 million ounces long? That did happen. But Alan, I'm not a financial advisor, but I'm a long-term stacker. Many people here are. You just keep adding weight. Keep adding weight till you shift the plates under you. Hopefully get an earthquake. Let's refresh this. Okay, Eric Young. Holy sheet. Sheet. S-H-E-E-T. Sheet. Nailed it. Oh, that's funny. The Real Geared Up Survivor said, I've malted. My new shell is now blue. That's funny. Eric Young says, nailed it. All the Chinese physical silver that was leased by the LBMA in October was drop shipped straight to India, bypassing London. India received 644.4 physical tons of silver with HK in China in October. Wow. That's explosive. Why do I say gold is poised to move higher for many years? Have a look at today's market versus 1970. Gold at these levels might look awfully cheap one day, especially when you may consider the financial reset scenarios. And guys, I've been saying for a long time, I thought the days of $50 silver were behind us, and one day with 50 would be cheap. And I was looking back here for a video earlier, and I noticed this thumbnail. Look at this. This is a stream of me walking around the streets of Poland not too long ago. And in the thumbnail, look what it says. $50 an ounce silver will be cheap. And that was 3 months ago. I've been screaming the top of my lungs for years. I'm glad so many people listened. Stack it to the sky. All right, the bullion, calm down, calm down. The bullion's going crazy. Bullion, you keep that up, they're gonna put you in timeout. Take care of it, mods. Thank you so much, Driver Daily, for subscribing. Like, my chat's all about fun, free speech. You can even like micro spam, but just doing the same emoji like 100 times in a row, I don't. You could do it 100 times in a row in a line. Oh my gosh. It's cool. We're all having fun here. So we're all having fun. Okay. I need to eat dinner, so I think I'm going to wrap it up here. Thank you, everybody, for tuning in. I am going to be live tomorrow, and as a matter of fact, I think I have that live stream set up. So let me get that. Let me get the link for you guys real quick for the live stream tomorrow, so you can like it and click notify me so you don't miss it. Again, it will be market open, and then after that, we are going to be doing the premiere of that one video. It's going to be pretty epic. Here it is. Here, no stopping silver. Okay. So we're going to go here on this, and I'm going to schedule this. Give me 1 second here. I'm going to drop you guys the link. Public. Done. Oh, it's not letting me do it. Hold up. Where's it here? 3 hours. Okay, I'm going to have to do that separately. Where can I go here? Give me 1 second here. Okay, I got it.
Hey, Crustacean Nation.
I'm going to share with you guys the link. It's unlisted currently, but it will be listed later. But here's the link for that. So bookmark that. That's going to be the live stream in the AM. Again, it will be public soon on YouTube, but it's going to be private until this one goes out. But click that. Click notify me. Like it. You're not going to want to miss it. Tomorrow could literally be explosive. Thank you, everybody, for watching. Smash that like button. Thank you for all the support. And channel members, what do we say? CYO-TNO. Catch ya on the next one. Woo!
25 International Stacker.
Each year, the Stacker crowd makes it a pilgrimage to the International Stacker YouTube channel. Here we have a typical Stacker crab. While typical crabs will eat shells and food and such, these crabs only feast on silver.